Okay. All right, let's start. So, welcome everybody, or those who might be watching at a later date. This is Professor Absalom, or Axel, coming to you with another stream, the second one ever. And yeah, I'm been really looking forward to this stream. This is gonna be really fun. I'm using these streams as kind of like a reward for myself, because I've been off work today and I've spent most of the day writing the script for the next video, and so I told myself, oh, when I'm done with the video, when I'm done with writing the script for today, I'm gonna reward myself with a nice little stream where I'm going to try and continue to conquer Ferelden. So yeah, here we are. We are playing a mod for Crusader Kings 3 called Dragon Age Thedas at War. It is a very cool mod, a very detailed mod. It takes place at the start of the Glory Age, just before the Exalted March against the Dales. And we are playing as this fellow right here, Teyrn Caedmon, the grandson of Hafter, the hero who united Ferelden during the Second Blight. And so, historically, didn't go too well for Caedmon, as he declared himself king, but we're thinking that we might change the course of history here, or at least try to. Oh, there we have someone in the chat. Hello! Oh yeah, that would be... Hello, corn emoji. It would be really cool. Settlement system like in Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. Yeah, I haven't actually played any of the Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones mods for Crusader Kings 3, but I should. I've seen snippets of videos here and there of them, and they look really cool. They look really detailed and really cool. So that would be a real boon for this mod. So last time we started out as Caedmon. He has ambitions to become king, but he hasn't really revealed them yet. So what we did was that we conquered this area, the South Reach. We started our campaign of conquest. So we conquered the I believe it was the Arling of South Reach, and then after that we turned back a raiding army from our dastardly cousin Arl Mirden, who, well, he's our rival for some reason. He starts out as our rival. He doesn't dislike us as much anymore. But yeah, we turned away a raiding army from him, got some money, and then after that, there were just a bunch of local bands who were willing to vassalize for low vassal obligations, that is, but nonetheless. So, what I have planned for today is to continue our conquest, or try to at least. So, my plan here revolves a bit around this decision. So, this is obviously the way to continue Caedmon's quest, so to speak, by declaring yourself king. Now, you will crown yourself ruler Ferelden. However, your neighbors may start to plan your downfall. This is the part that I'm worried about. We could do it now. We just need a bit more money, and we have a bunch of prestige, so we could do it. But I'm thinking I'm going to hold off on this for now, until I have until I've consolidated my realm a bit more. So what I want to do is that I want to conquer this section of Amaranthine from my cousin. Not an entire duchy. Because he controls Amaranthine, High Ever, and West Hill. I want to conquer Amaranthine, not just because it would severely weaken one of the biggest players on the map. It would also, if we go into this little layer here, it would make us lieges of, we would control one of the holy sites of Andrastianism, of our sect of Andrastianism. It is also the holy site of the Orlesian Chantry, which we are not a part of. We have our own sect of Andrastianism. But that would be very influential for us, because then we would get a bunch of bonuses from that. So that would be very good. And then maybe, because some of these people living in the Brazilian forest don't have a lot. These two have a lot of armies. A lot of soldiers, rather. But these are quite weak. Maybe we could raid some of these counties. Now, before we go on with that, I think we should have a look at... Because as I said, this is a very detailed mod, and I would love to look at the terrain layer. So look at this. Here's Denerim. Here's Fort Drakon. It's the village of Denerim. Fort Drakon. We will later be able to build... Wasn't it here? Or is it in another section of the city? Yeah. Look, here's the Landsmeet. So cool. Different sections of the town. Look, here is the Imperial Highway. Snakes its way through the country, around Lake Calenhad, and down to... Where's Ostagar? Here's Ostagar. That's so cool. And yeah, they've paid great attention to detail when it comes to the landscape. Of course, the Banorn is filled with farmlands. That fits. That fits. And then, of course, we have like Calenhad, the Circle Tower. And, oh, what do we have? Yeah, the entrance to Orzammar, I guess. I guess that would be it. And, of course, the Dales with the forests. And over here is Valroyo. Look at that. So, yeah. Really detailed. Frostbacks over here. You have different layers that you can go into if you like. Blocks. See, yeah, we have... That was funny, actually. I looked at this. Yeah, the Brazilian cultas. It kind of... Result of the Brazilians' isolation themselves centuries. Spirits of the Brazilian forest. Interesting. Was that a... Combe Aaron of the West Brazilian forest? He follows the Tevinter cult. The Tevinter version of Andrastianism. That's interesting. Some random dude in the middle of Alamari territory worships Tevinter cult of Andrastianism. That's interesting. Well, right. So, our plan is to conquer a bit of Amaranthine, maybe raid the Brazilian forest or maybe somewhere else, establish our holdings a bit, and then we might possibly move forward with this choice. Now, let's take a quick look at my council. See that they're doing the stuff that they should. Yeah, that looks good because we recently conquered these places. We have lesser control in these areas, which is understandable. It's fair. We have one of them placed here. Now, I am actually in direct control of this place. Maybe we should give... We should grant Teyrn's Fall. That's just silly. Yeah, I have to remember, I am greedy. And so I like having things, but this is just one ban on. Come on, man. You can handle that. It's for the good of the realm. Yeah, I'm gonna grant you this. There you go. I have one less. I can have more land. This is silly. But you know what relieves stress? Maybe. Going to war against your cousin. So, his army is very depleted from when we defeated his raiding army. He has... I could challenge him to a duel, but... He doesn't hate me or anything. This would be the more honorable thing to do. Yeah. So, he has allies, but they are... Hello, we have some more people in the chat. Hello. Nice of you to join me. Good evening. How good are the first two games when compared to something like Mass Effect or Rogue Trader? Been curious to check out the Dragon Age for some time. So, to get in on that discussion a bit. See, Dragon Age Origins is a fantastic game. It is one of... I would honestly say that it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite game of all time. It has a great story, great gameplay, a fantastic narrative, voice acting, everything. Mass Effect is also from like the glory days of BioWare. They are... so I would say that if I were to rank them, Dragon Age Origins is my #1 game of all time. And then below that comes Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is just a stellar game. Absolutely fantastic. Rogue Trader, I have not played yet. I've heard it's very, very good. I have played previous games from that studio, like Pathfinder Kingmaker and some of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, because they're in the same vein. Origins is good. Dragon Age 2 is decent. So is Inquisition. Veilguard is garbage. Don't give it a thought. But Origins, definitely. It's a very good game. Will I crush your lay if you have the chance? Well, the thing with Caedmon was that he actually lost his war against the other Alamari chieftains because he tried to involve himself in the Exalted March. He stretched his armies too thin to help the Orlesians, actually. So we'll focus on the home front for now. Yeah, that's nice to hear. I've heard that Rogue Trader is a good game, as said. And thank you, I believe it's Bloodcrow. Thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Yes, but that would be my my 2 cents about that. Right. we have to gain some cash. We have good monthly income. We're gonna take a dent because we're gonna go to war, but that's how it is. Right. Let's get into some action. My allies are Goran. Yes, I can call them for, but I don't think I need to. Right. I'm gonna conquer the Arling of Amaranthine. Let's go. And Tracy YB, thank you very much for the support. I'm especially proud of my Tevinter, of my Ferelden and Tevinter videos. Nice that you watch them and that you enjoy them. All right, let's go. So, square up. I'm gonna raise my armies. Gonna reduce the speed. Right, because yeah. Let's see if I actually need her on the front lines, because I should be leading this. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna merge the army. Enemy ally joins. Yeah, all right. All the way down there. Huh. Interesting. That's his army. Can speed it up a little bit. There we go. I never expected Ferelden Dog Simulator for Ck3. Well, here they are. Look at them. They're actually one of the specific units, along with the Herthveru. So I like that. It's really cool. So, you go and control this county. Why did my Chancellor bail all of a sudden? Is he in the army or something? Whatever. Let's focus on this later. Right, we're gonna move into Amaranthine territory. We're going to kick the shit out of our cousin, who for some reason doesn't like us. Okay, interesting. I know very little about the whole Iberian struggle, Ferelden struggle situation. I know that some things that you do can, you know, make one side more likely to appear, one other. These boost different stuff like this. I'm just gonna roll with what my idea, and if this some of this comes up or any specifics of it that I should focus on, we'll focus on that later. Yeah, just go along with my original plan. And if it fails miserably, I will save scum, and I have no I have no qualms about that. Oh, 9 men, 9 brave men stood in the way. I was dumb of them. We have another person. Ralasa Ali. Also from down here. Interesting. Are they very powerful? No, they are not. So I don't think we will have to be afraid of that. Let's move into his territory. The dog from Dragon Age? It is peak. It is true. I have unlocked a new perk. Nice. So, we went in strategy focus, but we also have a lot in gallant, marriage acceptance, and all that. Friendly fatal casualties. Interesting. Syrian tactics. That's cool. What does Gallant do? Martial prowess, monthly prestige. That's good. We have a good relationship with our wife, don't we? Who is allowed to go into battle with us? Teyrn Caedmon. Yeah, she really likes us. That's good. Yeah, they are very... So, there's the analogies between the Celts and the Anglo-Saxons. Yeah, there's that in both the Fereldans and the Orlesians, I would say. The early Syrian Orlesians, when they were tribal, when you look at art of Emperor Dracon with the big mustache, the big blonde mustache, he looks like a Gaul from Asterix and Obelix. So there are some Gallic Celtic inspirations there, absolutely, for this entire southern part of Thedas. It's very specifically Ferelden and the Alamar territories are very, very inspired by, I would say, England, the Anglo-Saxons, the Celts, like British mythology and history. Very Arthurian this way, yeah. Let's see here. The Avars are like Picts, yeah, with their let's see if we can find some Avars here. Yeah, with their face paint. We also have face paint and all that. That's true. Just casually panning over to the horrific size of, or like, yeah, they are, even in their early history, they are a big empire. Sorry if I get distracted a lot. I just wanna, I'm just so enthusiastic that I wanna show you guys this game and the setting and all thing. Yeah. So pan over everywhere. Court? Was this a court thing? Court event available? Yeah, I can do that later. Where did my chancellor go to? Anyway. Let's see. One of these. Maybe. 9 in diplomacy. Like, no, you're... No. No. There we are. That's settled. Let's focus on the war. And this is not even the biggest Orlais has ever been. No, they have conquered Ferelden and like parts of the Free Marshes before. They have been huge. Absolutely huge historically. Right. Oh, I have all of this as well. Holy crap. Right, let's focus. I'm sorry. Let's focus on the war at hand. Oh, they're gathering their forces. Right. So, gonna try to intercept. So they apparently have higher quality troops, but we have better army commanders. Look, I have 32 advantage. Caedmon is a beast, man. We managed to capture a dude. We'll check him out in jail later. Did he die? That's too bad. Is he independent again? Hey, man. Or is it just something strange with the layering? Oh, he actually stepped up. Let's deal with that later. That's all right. They are continually splitting their forces. Army's going to take attrition. Well, army's going to... Well, I'm going to take attrition in either case. So, yeah, they did have some type of mega war mechanics. Let's go. Let's see here. Grinding them down bit by bit. Cool thing. Cool stuff. Right. Righty-ho. And now... go for Amaranthine. Like here are our allies as well. Speed it up a bit more. Captured another person. Let's see here. Fort level is too high. Interesting. But we can besiege it. It's just gonna take a hell of a long time. I'm willing to wait. Right, we didn't choose... Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, the Imperial Road. Yeah, we'll check that out as well later. Yeah, that's really cool. Let's see. We'll choose Never Back Down. We can do the... Let's see if we can do the Gallant Tree. And we'll see if we can focus on something else. There we are. I can call my ally, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's see, where are my prisoners? Prisoners, there we are. We have Moira, who is the just some random woman. Is she good at anything specific? Well, she's a skilled tactician, actually. He's a freeholder. Yeah, ransom him. She's the... Okay, we'll wait with that. We'll wait with those. Yeah. Let's see, where are the... is the rest of their army? There's one down there in the Banorn. Oh, I got an event. Right. I didn't have time for that because I was at war. There's one army. Offer of military assistance. The implacable Teyrn Caedmon. Be very useful in the conflict. We need only agree on a price. Who's this now? Tarnstead. Where is that? over here? Nah. Plus, he's greedy, so he's gonna go through the roof if I accept that. It's really irritating when your character is greedy. We'll have to feast afterwards to, you know, even it out. I don't even have this open. There's so much stuff happening. It's part of this whole Ferelden struggle thing. So many events happening at the same time. Because, let's see here. I would wager if I capture Amaranthine, then that would be one of the war scores held. Because I reached max in war score from battle. So yeah, let's conquer his counties. Right, so I have been working on the next, as I said earlier, I've been working on my the next Warhammer 40k lore video today on the script for that, and hopefully it will be out in a couple of weeks. Oh, there is the majority of their army. Ah, they're going around. I see. Let's see if we can do something here. Maybe we could split off our forces. How many needs to be here to... If we just split them right off. Let's send her there. All right. I have to select this specific. There's some... No, because then the entire army moves. How do I... Right. That army goes over here. The other army... Not enough soldiers. Okay, right. So, let's just wait. Let's just wait. The siege will be over in 4 months. Maybe some of my other... Sure thing. Thank you so much for joining, Bloodcrow. Nice having you. Take care. 2 months. Dinner or something. Yeah, I know. They are pulling a sneaky on me. Any day now. How long can they hold out? 3 years. Well. We got this in the bag. You inherited 1 title. Really now? Now I'm over my domain limit again. Well, we'll fix that in a second. There we are. And like that, ooh, a dynasty banner. We've captured some people. Oh, is that the Arlessa? The Arlessa herself. In my dungeon. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, I would like to ransom her for 50 gold. Please and thank you. Thank you. And now we're going to sue for peace. Enforce demands. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Now, a lot of stuff happened there, so let's just pause for a second. Hold on. Right. Is everything looking good with the stream? Are you guys experiencing some buffering? Just let me know. Because YouTube warned me about that. Maybe. Hi, Gary Deeks. Yeah, I'm well. Hope you are doing well. You too. So that's the war one. Pilgrim's Path clash against Baron Hafter. Who is this? Sir, stop with that. Stop that stuff. Gonna speed this up. There we are. I know what that was. But it's done now. So, we'll expand the army. Yeah. Right. So our realm has grown even more. And now I control. Do I control? Yeah, I control the Banner of Amaranthine. Cool stuff. Very nice and very cool. Here's Amaranthine. Stony Cliff. And Vigil's Keep. Very nice. We love to see that. Yeah. Right, so I am above my domain limits. Let me just fix that. I'll answer your question in a second. We just sort this out. That one. Oh. Down here. Interesting. So I want Amaranthine. But I'm going to gift this to someone else. Hey, how would you like if you got Farewell's Plains? There you are. And how would... see to it I don't give it away to the wrong person. How would you like to get these two. Great. And that's settled with the domain. Now, Andrea Basici was wondering, I had Ck3 on my wishlist for a long time, but was always afraid of its perceived difficulty and complexity. How of this is the reality? I will play this mod. So, I think I have it a bit easier because I played a lot of Crusader Kings 2, and I'm kind of familiar with most of the mechanics. They changed quite a lot of things from 2 to 3, but the baseline of it is pretty similar. It is a threshold to get over, I won't lie about that. Most Paradox games are. There is a lot of gameplay mechanics that you have to get your head around. But there are a lot of tutorials. Paradox was infamously bad at tutorials in their early years with Hearts of Iron and stuff like that, but they have improved immensely. There are a lot of tutorials online, a lot of people that you could watch to learn how to get the hang of it, but it can be a bit overwhelming. But I would say that if you're willing to give it a try, it is a very satisfying historical simulator, and in this case it has a ton of mods out there for, as mentioned, Dragon Age, Lord of the Rings. It's got stuff for Game of Thrones. It's got a cool modding community, and if you just want to play historical characters as well, it's really fun, satisfying. You can roleplay different characters. Yeah, I would say it's fun to get into. It is a bit overwhelming at first, but it is absolutely worth it, I would say. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Now, it's been a lot of Catalyst struggles, thingamabobs. We got an artifact from our conquest. And we're going to hang that as a sign of our conquest of Amaranthine. The Cormac banner. Very cool. Now, with that war won, does he control... he controls the rest of the Arling of Amaranthine. He's over here. Oh, cousin. You could have just not been my rival. And we could have sorted this out. Could have sworn allegiance to me. We have an available Dynasty Legacy. Now, this is fun. Dynasty Legacies is a fun little mechanic. What our dynasty should focus on in the future. And since Caedmon is a warrior, I believe it should only be fitting to do warfare. Warriors would be the most fitting. We have Pursuit, we have... yeah. And I'm not very... I don't know a ton about the different... are these different... I mean, Prestige would be good as well. And Glory. We'll start with House of Warriors. Baseline prowess and knight effectiveness. That's good. We'll start out with that. With that, we have conquered this part of Amaranthine. We hold the holy city of Amaranthine, from where Andraste, blessed Andraste. Is this entire thing Vigil's Keep? Is this little city Amaranthine? Ah, I see. From this little spot, Andraste proclaimed the chant to the world. And this is also where Mafrath launched his exalted march against Tevinter. It's an important place for the faith. We have 2 remaining prisoners. This woman, who is actually decent in... is actually a decent fighter. We have unstationed light footman. Where should we station you? We can station you in... in Vigil's Keep. There. Solved. We have a bunch of very good knights. And I don't think we really need to recruit her. Sell us? We'll just let her go. We'll be merciful. This woman, who is also a mage, she is of no threat to us. You can walk. So, with this, we have expanded our realm. Let's see if we have some interesting decisions. We can declare ourselves king. We're gonna wait a second with that. Just a tiny smidge. Because I have some things that I might want to perform first. There is low county control in Amaranthine. We'll re-enable in 11 months, so we just have to wait. That's fair. That's so cool that Vigil's Keep is its own special big building. One of the oldest settlements in Ferelden, older than Denerim and Gorin. Seen battles in every major invasion of Ferelden. To the Avars who built it, the Vigil was both a fortress and holy site. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. But yeah, low county control in Amaranthine. That's not good. So, we are going to send... Were you always my marshal? Hold on. Now, he's so much better at this than you are. You go and increase the control. Yeah, do this instead. It's a bit more important to control Amaranthine, I would say. Right, so that's done. Right, we have some succession things to be aware of. So if this guy dies, is it because I have low feudal obligations? Let's see here. Are they just gonna fall out if and when they die? Well, that's not very good. That's what I was thinking. Maybe make some more duchies and I can usurp the Arling of Amaranthine. I would love that, actually. I would absolutely love that. I control Amaranthine. I am its rightful ruler. Hell yeah. By divine right. I am Arl of Amaranthine, not you. Get out of here. Right. Cool. That's fixed. Let's see. Can I create any more titles? I do not, but I should do in the future. The Duchy of Bronach. Which is over here. The Duchy of Selwick, which is over here. Eastern Kingdom, the Kingdom of the East Banorn, yeah. Duchy of Southreach, I should do that, yeah. Yeah. The only thing that's missing is money. Right. Righty-ho. So. Yeah, let's see. How is my son doing Talamol? He's doing it right. He is doing all right. Yeah, he's just. He's ambitious. He's curious. Those are some good stats. How many other flags are canon? I believe that the flag of Denerim, if I'm not mistaken, is canon. I don't know about a lot of the rest of them. I think they have been made up for the mod specifically. Let's check out Redcliffe. That one is the original coat of arms of House Garen, at least. I don't know if this is the actual flag of Denerim, but that is the canon flag of House Garen, at least. I don't know about the rest, actually. It's a bit hard to say. Right, we have some money. We have... Let's see if there are any more people who want to be vassalized. Hafter of Whitford. You named yourself after my granddad. Yeah, cool. Let's see. So actually, let's save before we do anything else. We've conquered Amaranthine. It's a great victory. Let's save. Continue after that. If the Arl wants to join, then by all means. Ban Devith of Crestwood. Crestwood. Is that the place from Inquisition? I believe so, yeah. Hi, Alieg. Got to guess this one live. Videos, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the videos. Can't wait for you to delve into Warhammer. Yeah, I've looked forward to it for quite a while. There's a lot of 40k lore videos out there. I wanted to specifically focus on the Dark Heresy 2nd edition setting. I like that setting a lot. I think that sector is very interesting, and so I wanted to bring that to light. There's not a lot of videos on YouTube about that specific setting. I think it's really fun. So thank you very much. Right, he's just at 0, and Crestwood is. Let me just see. Crestwood is over here. It's at the banks of the Lake Calenhad. Would that mean that his entire... Yeah. Low fuel. Let's try. Let's not have that high of a... Fantastic. Amazing. I love it. Now, we are getting closer to the point where I think that it might be a fair idea to move forward and declare ourselves king. However, I think that we should ingratiate ourselves a bit with our vassals a bit first. We have some that don't really like us a lot. Opinion of me. Most of them like me. It's actually the minority that doesn't like me. But, let's hold on for just a second. Thinking what I should do at this point. I have another court artifact. Another Cormac House banner. Yeah, I don't really need to focus on that. What I should do is to check if there are any buildings that I could build to that could help me generate income. Because we're actually at that threshold about 150 where we could actually do that. This is Upper Denrim, this Denrim Market. Different parts of Denrim, I love that. We have Vigil Keep. Actually have some buildings here already. Amaranthine is a very small town. What we should do, reasonably, is to build a trade port. Because Amaranthine is just at the... It's just on the coast. And it's very known for being a city of trade. So let's build a small harbor. Yeah. We're gonna let our coffers recuperate a bit. Who's this? I have almost swallowed up the entirety of the Banorn. Let's see if he's willing to join as well. Yeah. There we are. Would you look at that? Well. All right. Let's just check out a thing, because as Fereldens, we have the ability to raid. And I want to check something out. So I am going to raise my armies. No, wait. I did it wrong. I'm gonna raise my armies as raiders. Right. And I'm gonna click this. Ooh. Aha. So this place has 13, this is 13, this is 10. Well. It's a lot of cash. I don't want to raid these people because they will probably be my future vassals. These people, on the other hand, these are non-believers. And we're therefore, it is our righteous duty to raid them. These people are... they're house clean, yeah, as well. But they're not really willing to join, so to speak. This guy has a lot of troops, though. Oh, he's currently at war with someone else. This is perfect. We should go on some raiding. We should go do some raiding. This guy powerful? No. So it would be kind of ironic to raid these guys, because they're famous for being pirates from Alamar and Brandal's Reach. So we should absolutely raid them. Let's go on a little excursion into the Brazilian forest and get some cash. See, yeah, this is the overgrown Brazilian forest. Oh, and look, look at that. It's the Tevinter ruins. The Elven ruins. That's so cool. I'm getting distracted again. Alright. Oh, we have to walk around. You can't go in this way? Can you? You have to walk all the way over there, and we'll take attrition as well. Right. I thought we could just pop over the mountains and, you know. No. Right. Well, what we can do... Let's skip those. Instead of going over here... Wait a second. Unable to raid across the sea? Why is that? That's weird. That's actually very weird. How so? It's not like in Crusader Kings 2 where you have to raise like naval levies or something. Oh, that's strange. Alright, then if anyone knows why we can't raid... That's strange. Okay, then just forget about it. Let's hang tight for the moment. Let's chill out for the moment. Let's get some coin. We should do a pilgrimage later as well, because he is a faithful blade. It's one of the reasons maybe we should attack the... Because they are quite weak. But that's a bummer. We have to walk around. I mean, that's fair. Impassable terrain. It is fair, I guess. Okay, homage. Taking the knee. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of our Tenedor. Yes, the Arling of Dragonaught, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Teyrn. Last I bid the Earl rise, and confirming my satisfaction, Tenedor's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Right, there's all of these things as well. Can't we find someone that is slightly better? Apparently not. Yeah, you should try and improve, because you're not a good doctor. Caravan Master. Court Artificer. Artificer. Like making magical stuff? Weapons and... Oh, okay. Cool. That's true. How many languages does he know? Is there a way for me to see that? Ah, maybe that doesn't really matter. Master of the Horse is a good... Yeah, that's an important... Yeah, Willem can be my Master of the Hunt. My personal champion. Oh. At least represent me in duels. Well, that would have to be someone with good prowess. Yeah, he has good prowess. Willem, you're educating my son. You should be my personal champion as well. Royal Architect. Oh. Yes. This costs a bit, but might be worth it. Do that. Manage domain, yeah, that would be really good. Fortified lands would be good. Yeah. We fixed some court positions, that's good. Yeah, that would mean less stuff for me. I can pardon criminals. Pardon or imprison criminals. Criminals can be imprisoned. What has he done? He's a fornicator. Cousin, have you been having sex with people that are not your legal wife? That's not very nice. It's not a very nice thing to do. Yeah, why do you leave and not be... Dude, I want you as my chancellor. Why are you... This is weird. I had sex with her. Ah, I see. Well. Just do your job and stop sleeping with random people. I don't want to hear more about any of that nonsense. Right, so we're gonna get some money, and then we are going to try and declare ourselves king. I have inherited the Baron of Crestwood. Right. Because he died, I guess. Where's Crestwood? There we are. Now, what are these part of? I don't have the money for that right now, so, sir, I'm giving you a lot of power. Do you want to be, this woman down here? Would you like this duchy or this county? There you go. And sir, would you like this county? And you can have this one as well. There we go. Now we're back at 4. Right. Damn. I have a lot of... I just gained a bunch of men-at-arms. Is that from... Is that from my allies or something? Anyway, it's nice to have... Nice to have a bunch of... Maybe not the same of every... Well... We'll keep them for now. Even though we can't really station all of them. But hey-ho. Right. We have a maxed out roster, so to speak. Right. We are going to move on in the story, I believe. Before that, we're going to vassalize more people. You are still... So, this is the question. Right. Culture. These people are chastened. Brazilian, Clane, Avar. Orlesian. Settled Dalish. Now. The people that we can still vassalize are still Alamari. Or Clane, I should say. If you want to join, then you can. Sure thing. Where's this ban from? Oh, I was talking to him earlier. He offered military assistance. Yes. Why not? Welcome to the fold. This just keeps on rolling. So, the question here is, when I declare myself king, are all of these vassals who have low vassal obligations, they're just going to turn on me? That's the question. We'll see. I am going to save before I do that. But we'll see. See, I just have to check where they are. Where it is. Yeah. Let's do that. Haley of Dalhust. Yeah. Thank you. Right. with that, I am going to save. Or actually, I'm gonna save at the normal place. Then, I'm going to look at this decision. So, Ferelden is mine to claim, and none of my rivals have the strength to contest me. It is time to forge a crown worthy of the true king of Ferelden and be recognized as such. You will crown yourself ruler of Ferelden, but your neighbors may start to plan your downfall. Ooh. So, we have a powerful army. We have almost 5,000 men. We have a bunch of retinues from wherever they came from. And we have actually vassalized a whole swath of the land. So I think we should try this out. I am king, the true king of Ferelden. Let's see here. Let's try this out and see what happens. The Crown of Ferelden. A great authority is needed to rally the desperate clan bands, and I shall have the symbol placed upon my brow. I have gathered Ferelden's finest smiths and entrusted them with the finest of materials to forge a crown that will inspire awe in all my subjects. It is my hope that this crown, my legacy, will rest on the heads of many great kings to come after me, and that they will stay true to my vision of a strong, united Ferelden. A crown worthy of a united Ferelden. Oh boy. Word has reached the Arls and bands outside your realm of your coronation. They are not pleased. You gain 300 prestige. You gain the Conqueror. Holy sh! Now the Conqueror trait is very good. You gain a bunch of buffs. Forced vassalization. Yeah. Armies will flock to their banners. Okay. So I gained the trait Conqueror. I gained Caedmon's Crown artifact. The Kingdom of Ferelden title. Partitioner Law. You unlock 2 decisions related to conquering Ferelden. Oh boy. Wow. I am now Caedmon, King Caedmon the Conqueror. And it has a nice ring to it, actually. I like that. Now, this is interesting, because conquerors receive many powerful bonuses, such as a reduction in factions, access to forced vassalization, and occasional powerful events. Yes. Cool. Now, this is interesting, because let's check out our... Yeah, I think it's actually this, our inventory. Yeah, look at this. Caedmon's Crown. A crown forged in honor of Caedmon's claim to the throne of all of Ferelden. Prestige, renown, and dread. Now this is interesting, because in actual lore, I think in one of the lore, like, booklets to Origins, like the collector's version of the booklet, it stated that Caedmon forged a bunch of crowns, or something along those lines, and that he used them as a symbol of authority when he tried to conquer Ferelden. Now, in the actual Caedmon, it it went well for him a couple of times, and then he failed. Because he stretched his army too thin, he lost at the Battle of Almorn Hill, and he was killed there. Now, the ensuing civil war after that, as the different Arls and bands tried to claim the lands that he had conquered, they tried to put these different crowns on their heads and claim that they had some legitimate right to rule Ferelden, using the crowns as a symbol of legitimacy, and that's why the follow-up wars were called the War of Crowns, because there were so many people putting crowns on their heads. So that's an very interesting thing. Now, we have some more decisions. We actually have already conquered Amaranthine, but it wants us to completely control the Kingdom of Highever, which we can. And we also have the Westward March. So Westward March. A unified Ferelden would be incomplete without the Bannorn, its breadbasket. These lands will provide much of our army in the way of supplies and hardy soldiers, both needed for our advance further southwest and westwards. Okay. So that would mean I must completely control the Western Bannon and the Eastern Bannon. Right. Does that mean I have to create the title of Kingdom of Highever? And these titles? Maybe. Now the Western Bannon include I have to control both of them. Right. And cool. So, this is where we are at. Let's save. Let's get cracking. Since we are a conqueror, we should use that fact. And so, since one of our choices were Ancestral Amaranthine, see if we can gain control over the Kingdom of Highever. Includes West Hill as well, yes. And it would be all of the Bannorns as well. Is Kinloch Hall the part of the Bannorns? Yes, it is part of the Western Bannorns. Right. So. With that. I think it's time for us to try and choose our next path. Should we go for Highever? Should we go for somewhere else? No. He is strapped for cash. These other... Oh, there's Mirrodin. It doesn't really seem like any of these people would be able to stand against us now. Neither would these people. So... I might just try to unify the Banorns first. So that would mean... Ooh, that might be difficult, because they are allied with the Jarl of Redcliffe. Now that's not a huge problem, I would say. Yeah, let's check out the different types of alliances that they have. And see where we should add our focus to. I'm sorry if I'm taking some time to think through my actions, but I just want to... I just don't want to make any rash decisions. No. Swanford. It's way over there. Right, let's pick off the Banorns, I think. So, Olsen of Hillbrook is allied to Redcliffe. But neither one of these are allied to anyone specific. Right. Let's go all out. We earn 14 gold a turn. Ooh. Let's check out the laws as well. Right. Let's see here. So. Forced vassalization would be a good option for him. So that's him done. Let's see what we can do here. We could conquer the entire duchy. Can't call in any allies. And we could do the same thing to this dude. Right. Let's try. Let's go. Forced vassalization. Let's go. Let's also declare war on this dude. Righty-ho. Let's raise all our armies. March to war. As Andraste intended. And we are going... we're actually going to call in our ally. We're going to make good on our alliance here. And we're going to call in Alaric. Which one is going to be the worst? Yeah, it's going to be that one, probably. We're going to unify over here. Thank you, good sir. So very nice of you. Alright, let's merge the armies, and let's go forth to conquer. Oh boy, it's about to kick off in the Dales. The massacre at Red Crossing. Rumors of a new conflict between Orlais and the Dales have been spreading like wildfire through Thedas. While the details change with each telling of the tale, a few facts are known. Apparently, a small Dalish raiding party raised the lordship of Red Crossing, which sat along the border between Orlais and the Dales. Orlesian forces arrived too late to save the village, but they did find Emerald Knights in the village, supposedly in pursuit of the rogue raiding party. In the end, the Dalish were forced to retreat, and Elandrin, a high-ranking Emerald Knight, was killed in the conflict. Of course, the Orlesians dispute the official Dalish account, and vice versa, as both sides blame the other for the attack. The possibility of peace between the two nations seems like a distant dream. Oh boy. This does not bode well for the relations between Orlais and the Dales. No, it does not. It does not indeed. Oh, there I am. I didn't see my own army. Seeing for the advantage after 80 being normal. Do the dragons feel weight? Yeah, exactly. You have dragons and all that stuff there. Right. It's true. Right, so we are going to smash their army in the field. And then we're going to focus on... There we are. Another martial perk. Great. I can have more knights. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, you're joining. Any more? Some of these are not that good. But hey ho. See how well that goes. 6 months? Yeah, well. Look out for that. Now, let's see if there are any more enemies in the field. Yeah, we'll go to his capital of Tharkeld. Oh, come on. Yeah, so really ordered to go over there. Keep an eye on you, cousin. The faith of Ferelden. While the Alamari surely bask in the light of the Maker, we lack a central church to organize the faithful. This has limited any would-be unifier of our people. Pagans still rule to the west, while Orlais and Tevinter have found a way to spread Andraste's chant throughout their empire. My kingdom must do the same. But should we unite with the other faithful, or forge our own path? Reaching out to Orlais could have many positive benefits, both obvious and unforeseen. But turning our back on the traditions of my ancestors may taste sour to the people I rule. Now, this is a very interesting choice. Because our version of Andrastianism is that we are the chosen people. We have unrelenting faith. And we have Alamari syncretism. Whilst they have armed pilgrimages, communion, and monasticism. No, I think our people know best. This is the homeland of Andraste. Which means that we should have a divine of our own. If they have a divine in Valerio, then so should we. We should also have a divine of our own. The reign of the 3 divines. Now look at this. Let's see if we can't conquer this county. Oh, in a couple of days. There we are. Very nice. We took him as captive and ended the war. Perfect. Now, enforce demands. Thank you very much. That's ours now. Now, she is free to go up and beat the snot out of my cousin. Well, I look to this front. Let's see if he is willing to join the other wars. I was already thinking about my first proposal. See, create a new church, maybe one that does not forget the promise. Chartan and the yeah, that's a good idea, because the elves are actually instrumental in instrumental in winning Andraste the day against Tevinter. And the reason why Caedmon failed, one of the reasons in actual lore, is that he tried to take part in the Exalted March against the Dales and kill the elves. But if he were to not do that, that might be a bit more beneficial. So yeah, I think you have a point there, Andrea. Does he have a better commander? Interesting. We're gonna try to siege down this place. Right, do we have any prisoners? Yeah, ransom her. Chances are even. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and he's backing out now. That's how it is it? Is that how it's gonna be? Yeah, let's see if you can catch up with me. Yeah, right, there we are. She's actually the Grace. She's actually quite competent. She is no match for Ban Shayna. Glorious. Fantastic. Now you. Going to march into the halls of my bastard cousin. To give him 1-4. Actually, we've taken a lot of casualties, so maybe we should just swing back. $4 months. Yeah, that's nothing. Murmur at court. Curt glances, 10 swords. I've grown accustomed to these in my courtroom since my coronation. After so many years of my rule, one would think the people would adjust themselves to the new state of affairs. They have not. Intercepted communications suggest a growing discontent with my rule. Now even my family fears for my safety. Eventually, catch a pair of gossiping courtiers who believed they were out of earshot and ordered them under pain of death to reveal their secrets. Little was of use. Oh boy. He's stressing out. That's not good. I am overwhelmed by stress. Not a good thing. with that said, maybe we should get a bodyguard or two. Let's redouble the guards. And let's get some bodyguards of our own. William. My trusted man. You will be my bodyguard. You're already master of the hunt and personal champion, so you might as well. You might as well be those two as well. Yeah. He can leave as well. Also, we go to destroy the I mean, they were late. Wait, yeah. That might be on the menu. Let's finish these wars first, and let's see what can become of that later. Metal break. Oh no. It's been such exhausting work of late. It's as though I don't have a single courtier who can wipe their ass without my express and detailed instructions. In the middle of planning a small jaunt to test my skill with arms against a worthy opponent, a servant comes rushing up to me, babbling about some new trivial catastrophe. Maybe I'll walk to get to my getaway. Yeah. He should do that because he has the athletic thing. Yeah. Yeah. He should do that to reduce the stress, yeah. Let's increase the speed. Oh. An offer of peace. No. No, I haven't even got to you yet. Come on. There we are. Nice and easy. Enforce demands, thank you very much. Now this belongs to me. Now we are going to unify our forces here. Offer military assistance. No, I'm fine, but thank you. Kind and generous offer, but I think I'll be fine. Let's see here. Negotiate alliance. Yeah, sure. Why not? That would be a nice thing to have. An alliance in these trying times. Conqueror, popular support. My lord, my king. My undisputed, most implacable liege. The peasant sputter, prostrating herself before me. We are of the humble hamlet of the freehold of Lanark. Where's Lanark? Oh, right, smack dab in the middle. Come bearing gifts, grain, game, gold. We have toiled hard, but we know that you will bring prosperity, she continues. They may be the lowliest of my subjects, but they would do anything I ask them to. Now, when you see my soldiers, feed them. I will have that support. Thank you. That's great. It's good to be conqueror sometimes. Yeah, I was thinking about that, the whole language thing. Where is that? Shouldn't it be here somewhere? What languages he speaks? I mean, it's a isn't it a section over here? Control, government. Yeah, the lip, wasn't it? Court language, Alamari. It's not really a lot of... Oh, maybe he had a different language before, and yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. Right. He's actually marching over there. Yeah, that's small fry. Let's merge our armies together. And let's go to Coxtown. An auspicious name. That the Banner of Killarney. We still outnumber them, so I think it'll just be fine. So some very nice specific events. Let's see here. Yeah. There we are. 6 months, yeah. Be done. Just like that. Let's actually split this army. Send this one over here. Yeah, it increased to 9 months, but hey ho. We can carpet siege. And that's... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Cousin, it's a bad decision. Shouldn't have did that. He pays me money. But he gets to live. Caerdid is mine. Now, only Killarney only Killarney remains. And that is that. Splendid. Enforce demands. Now, look at that. Much of the Banorns have been conquered. And with that, we have truly embraced our role as conqueror, I would say. Now let's see. Now let's see if we can actually create some of those titles. We're going to disband the armies. And we are going... So let's see here. I completely control the Eastern Banorn. That's great. There are still sections of the Western Banorn that I don't control. Right, and that would be... The Western Banorn would be all of this, yes. So that would be Hillbrook and Kinloch Hold, I would assume. Styxma Demon Blood. Yeah, that sounds like an Avar name. So it would be those two that would be remain. Now, I think I have some titles that I could create. I could create the Kingdom of the Eastern Banorn. And the Western Ban as well. You would just have to give me a second so that I could dish them out to the people that deserve them. But with that... So he has 760 troops. He has the support of Red Cliff. Look down there, that's the languages. Good to know. Meridian. Down here, right. Yeah, if you want to join, man. This is as good a time as any. Join the club. Cool stuff. Now. I have a bunch of titles that I could create. I have a bunch of prestige, so I could do that also. Now. Duchy titles. These would be the big ones, wouldn't they? Right. Because I have a lot of subjects. And if I could gather them under duchies, it would be a bit more easier to control. Okay, we'll start from the top. Maybe not. Right. Brannock. Is that. Right. Cool. We'll create that. And I am going to give it yes, this right here. This one is de jure part of is Killblade. This one we can also create. We are going to hand that one to you. There you are. We can also create the Duchy of Selwick. Smack dab in the middle here. We should give that to her. There we are. The Duchy of Southreach. We should give that to her. This is Feudalism Simulator, the game, right now, so bear with me. There we are. Let's see. Yeah, that should it. That should be it. We should transfer a bunch of people. Yes. 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 There we are. Now. We lost one vassal. Great. When we still have a bunch of money, great. We should build something. That's too much. Yeah, we should build that. Increase the hill fort. And when will this be ready? Oh, it is ready. Great. Perfect. How are we looking with county control? Right. Rosnabek. Not very happy. There we are. Right. We have given out some duchies. We've consolidated our kingdom a little bit. There's still low control in Amaranthine, which is a bummer. But we have come a long way. We truly have. Now, I hold too many duchies. Yeah, I don't want the Duchy of Bronak. Could I give it to her? Or I could give it to her, actually. Here. Have Bronak. There we are. Now. Slowly but surely gaining control of Ferelden. Now, the only thing that we lack now is, for this thing at least, is the complete control of the Western Banon. And for Amaranthine, it's just these ones. So I am going to recuperate some of my forces, and then I'm going to take the rest of the Banorns, which I believe is this and this. Yes, exactly. great. So, how do you think the stream has gone so far? You guys enjoyed it? Should I talk more about random lore stuff, or are you satisfied with you've gotten this far? So apparently the war, the Exalted March against the Dales, have kicked off. Yes. The war against the Dales. They are woefully outnumbered. Cordillus II has almost 40,000 men against 11.5 in a holy war. That's tough. That is a tough one. Probably won't end well for Princess Andriel. But we have our own matters to turn to. So, actually be great. Is there a specific building for... Yeah, of course there is. The Kinloch Haunted Tower. Yeah, because it's considered haunted. When the original watchtower was conquered by the Imperium, the Tevinters slew the Avars there with such savagery that now the deserted mage tower built on the site is thought to be cursed and even haunted. Yes. This is before it became the Circle of Magi. It was built by the Avars and is considered haunted. Well, we're gonna get that haunted tower. Right. A call to war. The war and clash against Urleth of Lowood. Is he the dude inside the... Let's see here. What is the clash? Yeah, sure. Why not? I can say that I'm joining. But am I? Am I really, though? I could help him. But in the moment, I have my own wars to attend to, actually. Yeah, we won't... We earned 17 gold. We don't have to worry about the gold. So, the last obstacle is this. Now he is... Is he fighting up in the... Huh, interesting. I am going to vassalize this man. And I am also going to vassalize the Thane of Kinlochhold. And I will brook absolutely no quarrel. Brace the lads. And out we go. I should change the point maybe where they were able to be raised. But hey ho. Join together there. Yeah, even with our armies raised, we are making bank. So that's not an issue. How old is Talmal now? He's 14, so next year he will be able to marry, which is very good. And he will get his stats. So he got ambitious from Dun, which is good. He got just, which is a virtue. But yeah, let's see if he gets some more diplomacy. Because he's frail. I don't think he will be some great warrior. Sadly. Harling of West Hill. No, I'm fine. But thanks anyway. Are you willing to? Not really. Almost, maybe. We'll see in the future. Another martial perk. Great. Peacemaker. Peace acceptance plus 10. That's great. I should maybe go into strategist later. Oh, and here comes the army from Redcliffe. The city of Ochholm, which is in... Ah, I see. Is it part of it? It's part of the... Why do I have so low domain limit? It's too bad. I should raise my my authority later. Is there any title I could give away? Hey man, do you want to be mayor of this place? No. Yeah, he must hold the Baron of Avinash, yeah. I don't want to give him that much. Ah, damn it. Do I have any random Bannerons? Wait a minute. Hold on. I know. My good friend William Dunn. How would you like to be mayor? Oh, does he have to vacate all that? Hey. Does he really? It's kind of sad in that case. Is he still raising my child? Yeah. Good. Well. Then I'll have to do some readjustments again. That's too bad. And go with Jowan instead. Right. Back to the war. Yeah, I should raise my authority after this. That's what I should do. That. I should get the big army map mod as well. I've heard that's really good. There we are. It's going well for him down there. Oh, well. Yeah, he has home advantage. He'll manage. We'll get him as well while we're on the march. Let's poke our head into the haunted house. Hello, Alvars. Oh, nice. Let's split our forces. And carpet. Nice. Let's go. Both will take 6 months. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, we barely lose anyone. Am I being raided by whom? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Military assistance. But my ass. And then you come and raid me, you absolute bastard. Yeah, sure thing. Whatever. Ah, good man. Thank you, sir. You son of a gun. Military assistance, huh? Then you steal from me. You sack of potatoes. Right. Let's see. We can't make this happen. Kinloch Hold will soon be conquered. Haunted Tower of the Avars will be ours. There we are. And we have won both of them. Force demands. And enforce demands. Great. And we are set. Now, great job, guys. Let's disband the troops. And Talmul comes of age. Great. I'm proud to see my son is no longer a child, but as an adult. Despite being a chatty child, Talmul at times find it difficult to get along with people. Well, that's not good. Oh, he has decent diplomacy. Few at any court would be overtly impressed by his grasp of etiquette, but at least he does know how to hold his own in polite company. Well, that's something at least. Grow up so fast. So let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. Talamol. Prince Talamol of Ferelden. He is... Oh, that wasn't good at all. 9. Right. That we can work with. That's kind of sad, actually. But with 9 diplomacy average, we can put some perks into that. We can work with that. Yeah, sure. He actually has quite good prowess, despite not being a martial man. He could be a strategist. That's true. Because that's actually his second highest stat. But we'll find a way to make Talamol a great man. And yes, we will arrange the marriage. Send the proposal. Beautiful, beautiful news. He should have something else on him. This is not actually he's not technically a warrior. I like that one actually, the circlet. And instead of a armor, It's a cool one. Yeah, let's go with that. We can work with that. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Now, I want limited crime authority. I will pass that law. Thank you very much. Disband these guys. And with that, I have a bunch of prisoners as well. So, oh, is he the... Interesting. Look, I'm not a monster. I can let him go. He can go back. Ransom him. Wow. Recruit her. Let her go. There we go. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now I can actually do the westward march. A unified Ferelden would be incomplete without the Banords, its breadbasket. These lands will provide much to our army in ways of supplies and hearty soldiers, both needed for our advance further southward and westward. Now on to Redcliffe. Supply capacity and levy reinforcement. Very cool. The gate that holds. The bands have submitted to my will. Central Ferelden is mine to rule. Now my eyes look to Redcliffe, the clane's strongest bastion leading into our valley. Any would-be ruler of our people must naturally include Redcliffe in their domain. The question remains, though, how will I approach the gate of Ferelden? Now, Arl Treffir. He's smoking that pish. Health fruit addict. Well, that's not a good choice of character. Well, he doesn't hate me. I will approach him with terms. Let's start out like that, at least. And see if he is willing to submit. In the meantime, yeah, I should do some court things. Sure. Court event, yeah, I should do that. Topic of my bumbling master of hunt and personal physician Alfstana's breadth of expertise, or lack thereof, has been growing subject of ribaldry. On reflection, her talents do leave quite a bit to be desired. Alfstana? Are you sure about that, man? She's a good matriarch. Chief among her detractors is my knight, Mel Snete, who makes no effort to hide his contempt. Come, my liege. Stana splutters over the tithering court, after her confused understanding of paltries has been roundly mocked yet again. I am good at my job, aren't I? So she's our physician as well, yeah. I think it's time you stepped aside. I mean, you're still a great priestess. You might not just be cut out for that. She was novice. He was a novice physician, though. We'll see if someone else turns up. Someone better, maybe. On the other hand, it can't be that bad. Come on. It was just a thing I did for the court event, I guess. I could hold court again. That's true. It would be kind of fun. Let's fix some things first, though. Titles that can be created. Right, hold on. Yeah, it is clean culture, despite the dude being Avar, yeah. That's true. I should revoke your title. Hey. Repent. And I might let you keep your little tower. See if he accepts. Too strong to be swayed. Well. How long do I have a truce with him? Maybe he can be swayed in other ways. Right. I can create that. That's true. There we are. I could also do this. There. Let's see if you can become a bit more civilized now. Right. With that done... With that done, I am going to save, actually. This has been quite a nice stream. It wasn't as... what is Edgehall in the lore? Edgehall, I believe, is... it's good that you asked. I think Edgehall was part of a comic book It shows up in... It's a small town in Western Ferelden. I believe it's one of the comic books where it shows up. It's a small town, Western Ferelden. It has an alienage just outside that is walled off with like a palisade. And I believe the characters in the comic book are a knight and his squire, who is an elf, I believe. But I haven't read it. I've just seen a couple of pictures here and there of it. But I think that's the gist of it. So it's... But at this time it seems to be held by an Avar king, which is interesting. Maybe a future enemy of sorts. Now, what should we do next? We should hold court. That is what we should do. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, I'm sorry, Highness. My village in Teyrn was hit by blight this year. A blight? Blight as in darkspawn? Blight as in... Yeah, the crops. We lost not only the crops, but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without help. Glancing around my throne room, again he adds, surely you have wealth to spare. I do, actually. But I am greedy, though. Free labor. Huh. No, but I have the money. And we need popular opinion. So you will have the funds you need to rebuild. No problem. I am a just and good king. A frightful peasant, another peasant, strolls all too close before a guard steps before us. Ooh. He backs off with a wink, laughing through his scant teeth. Highness, I'm come from Inkholm with a matter of great import. His eyes undulate. You see, Highness, it all started last harvest. Porter's goat wandered into the knacker's niece's shack. Caused a great mess, she did. He slaps his thighs. Oh, you should have seen it. Your magnitude. You don't say. I could make him my fool. No, I shouldn't mock him. Mathers, go. Fix this, please. Do this thing. A claim to war. O magnificent King Caedmon, I am Ukam. I have travelled to ask for your aid in righting a great injustice. Okay. Interesting. The woman in front of me bows deeply before continuing with her well-rehearsed plea. My nephew Arl Foranan currently sits on the throne of Lothering, but I am the true and rightful ruler of those lands. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you and serve you loyally until the end of my days. Interesting. Interesting. Well, Lothering is a place that I should claim. And this woman seems nice. So yeah, I should do that. Yeah, this also gives me a reason to take Lothering. So yeah, sure, I'll place your claim within the year. Sure thing. Now I have to hold that promise. And Lothering only has... yeah. I could actually do that right now. It wouldn't actually be a big deal. It's this woman. Bankholm. Over there. Oh, cool. She's willing to... The entire thing. Well, don't mind if I do. Now, let's do this in case we don't forget about it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's fix this nice and quick. All right. It's because it takes too long to erase. Yeah. I should have listened. Right. I can wait. It's fine. I have a bunch of money. A response from Redcliffe. Redcliffe has rejected our offer of peace, shunning attempts we've made at preventing all-out war between us. There will be conflict in the future between our realms. The only question that remains is when. Well. Ah, it's fine. I got this. I got this. Since they were so far away. Look, they're fixing it all by themselves. Look at this. That's great. Fantastic. All of my allies just rushing in. Ah, Lothering. Beautiful little Lothering. Yeah. Let's get this over and done with. The chant echoes across my halls, my capital, my land, across my entire realm. War, 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 they say. My glory-hungry vassals call for blood of our enemies to be spilled, for me to bring up upon us the renown that is my destiny. I have their unwavering support. I will not let them down. We might win this before I even get there. There's so many armies. There we are. Let's besiege Lothering. And there we have it. There we go. That's that. What's this? A clash? Yeah, I don't much enjoy this. Yeah, good. Let's fix these clashes real quick. Let's see here. Victories. We have another perk. Can we get Gallant? Yes, we can. Great. You have the Gallant. The Gallant perk. Amazing. Yeah. Stop with this charade. And you as well. Stop. Cease this tomfoolery. There's a bunch of decisions that I can make here. Can't believe she just joined. Ah, that's so cool. Right. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, so let's see if I can find a nice place to maybe round off this in the near future. It's been a fun stream. As I said earlier, thank you for watching, those who have stuck by. Hope you're enjoying this. I think this is a really fun mod. Oh, what is this? Ferelden has no king. The air is still, the shout still reverberating through the long hall from my courtroom. Between the balconies leading up to my throne stands a lone man, easily in his twilight years pointing a sword at me. Within seconds he is detained by my guards. Alas, somehow during the struggle he was mortally wounded and bled out in front of my courtiers. A last gasp slipping from his lips. I die a free man. Would you all do the same? Whispers pass from person to person, with the occasional dagger thrown my way. No matter, I am their king. They will be silent. I command it. Things are coming to a... Ooh, I am very stressed. That is not good. That is not good at all. Right. We need to relieve some stress. No! Are you kidding me? Really? Seriously? I die of a heart attack? Come on. That is so silly. Really? Yeah. Wow. Hold on. That's so silly. Wait a minute. Ah, come on. Come on. Wait. No. Yeah, I'm willing to save scum on this. Ah, that's such a bummer. Come on. Wait, let's check out how far back we were. Oh, it was loathering, right? So yeah, I get I get that safe scumming might not be funny, but be fun, but that was just. Was he stressed out before? Yeah, I guess he was. Right, let's do this instead because, yeah, I get it. It might be silly to save scum, but I'm thinking of you watching this, and that was a bit of an anticlimax. To just, oh, he died of a heart attack because of stress. So let's see if we can't do it a bit differently this time. We're gonna make sure that he isn't as stressed. Maybe we'll have a feast after we conquer Lothering. Let's see if we can. So we were lucky that they auto saved right there. Wow. Yeah. So we're going to actually save right now. And let's see. Let's do that. There we go. That's the war one. Bob's your uncle. Right. These silly little clashes. My vassals can handle that, I think. Right, so yeah, let's just let's fix this right quick. That was so silly. Let's see if we can't. Make this into something else. Something that isn't me dying of stress. That would be such a bummer for us to have done all of that and then the realm just splits because he died of a heart attack. Yeah, no, I just said I've almost streamed for 3 hours. Nah, I'm not letting that happen. Go on. Come on, stop running away from me. Stop it. Yeah, there we are again. And he dies again. Okay, right. This is silly. So hold on. Yeah. So let's go back here. We need to make sure. Right. So let's do it like this. Caedmon for once is not going to command his own army in the field. Instead, going to leave his tours his Arlasa, and we are going to throw a feast to relieve some stress. Because we were already at 173, which is why we probably had the heart attack. So yeah, let's throw a feast. Let's throw a feast in Denrim. A feast to try and save. Oh man. Yeah. Let's try and save this. There we are. Let's chill out. Have a good time. Make sure nothing bad happens. Like us dying of a heart attack. Let's be chill. Let's be chill. No, thank you. Thank you for that. Hold on, hold on. I can't have this run like end in such an anticlimactic way. That is so silly. The feast begin. Yeah, sit back and enjoy. This is where I want to be, yes. This is where I want to be. And not overwhelmed by stress. Great. I think, knock on wood, crisis averted. Let's do another save. King Caedmon. Yeah, let's do that. There we are. There we are. Well, there he is again. I am overwhelmed by stress again. But hopefully not enough to kill myself. There we are. And that's all done. Finished feast. Right. So let's look at our stress. Right. We're at stress level 1. We've kind of managed to equal it out. So we managed to avert that catastrophe. Right. So there we are. We're still a bit stressed, but we can find out stuff to do to alleviate that. Now, if these people could just stop with their silly clashes, then I could go on with my day in peace. You know what we should do? We should go on a pilgrimage. That relieves stress as well. Oh, Conobar. He kneels before me. Great. There we are. That clash won. Cool. Disband. Right. Now, now we're at a point where we can sit back and relax a bit. Not entirely, but somewhat. We still have Ancestral Amaranthine, and we have the Fate of Ferelden. Cool. I think we should do Ancestral Amaranthine first. But let's see. We're still stressed out. I think we should go on a pilgrimage. Because we are the Faithful Blade. So we should... Or we could go on a hunt as well. Oh, a pilgrimage would suit us better, maybe. Or it depends on what is... We can try. Plan pilgrimage. We'll do a pious pilgrimage. And we'll go to the Den Rim chat. It's just nearby. Sorry about that. Just had to cough. Let's go. That will relieve some stress as well. Because he is quite a pious man as well. He's good learning. He has very good learning, actually. He has 30 martial. Holy crap. Now with that done... yeah. I'm not gonna go give away my crown. Exotic goods. Nah. Okay, cool. I will pray for my salvation in the name of the Maker. Teyrn, it has been an honor. I lost some stress. A tiny amount of stress, to be honest. We became a bit more pious. And that's nice. Great. It's good to be home. Should we do a hunt as well? Just to relieve ourselves of some of the extra stress. Yeah, we'll do a hunt as well. Why not? We've earned it. And then maybe we can... See, it's not that dangerous. Yeah. Let's go for hunt. And then I think I might end the stream after that. Let's hunt deer. That'll be fun. Chance encounter. Side down another flagon of ale. I can hear someone from corner of the tavern yelling at the other patrons. Uh-huh. Let's see. A roebuck. Not recent traces. Large game. Yeah, let's get out there. Yeah, let's corner it. No, it disappeared. It's so sad. The deer has eluded us. But I lost some stress. And that's good. That is very good. Now, we're down below 100. Which is definitely a good thing. Now, I've been going for about 3 hours. I am thinking that this might be a good place to end today's stream. Maybe. I'm thinking we have done quite well for ourselves. We have progressed through the story. We have taken the Banorns. We have dished out a bunch of duchies, established ourselves as king of Ferelden. Now, it remains to capture Amaranthine, the rest of Amaranthine, the duchy, the Kingdom of Highever, the Duchy of Highever. And then, I think we can turn our attention to Redcliffe. And maybe after that, the different constellations of Chastened and Avars who stand against us. Because that would add a bit to my faithful blade, maybe, to fight against. Well, we can we declare holy war against them? Maybe not. But even so, it would be fitting nonetheless. So here we stand. We have not died of a heart attack, as was almost the case before. We are 41 years old. We are king of Ferelden. It has gone quite good this far. There was the unfortunate incident with the man who called us out and got killed in our court. But it is what it is. And now, I think that in our next stream, maybe. I'm just checking around currently to see if anyone's willing to vassalize. Oh, so speaking of, yeah, we'll do this as the last little nice thing. Caliph on the borders. Oh, is that Ostegard? No, Ostegard is down there. Do this as a last little nice thing. So maybe in our next stream, we will look to the remaining parts of Northern Ferelden to vassalize. And then we might look to the west and the south to see if we can't wrestle these lands from the Avars and the Chastened, the ancestral enemies of House Daneson, of our grandsire Hafter, who fought against them during the Blight. Maybe we'll be able to show them a thing or two, and possibly even conquer Redcliffe. But I think we will end it there. So I will save. And we will go back to the main menu. So guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been a very fun stream. We did not die of a heart attack, once again. That would have been a very silly anticlimax. We continued on our path to unify Ferelden as King Caedmon, and securing a future for our son Talamal. Now, if you want to check out the mod, it's called Dragon Age Thedas at War. You can get it on Steam Workshop. The team has been very good, very detailed. It's a very cool mod. And if you like Crusader Kings, or if you like Dragon Age in general, you should check it out. They are planning to do some updates in the future to maybe expand the map and add some more things, and I really look forward to that. And as I said before, I've been working on the script for the next 40k video. It should be out hopefully in the coming weeks. And the more I write the script, the more I will play these streams. So hopefully I will see you all in the near future. I hope you all have a good evening. And until next time, have a good one.